Hey y'all, and welcome to the Max Life. I am finishing up packaging up some freeze-dried eggs. One of the things that I absolutely love about the freeze dryer is that no matter what I put in it, I know that I can safely put these up and they will be available for us to use years to come. We have had this Harvest Right freeze dryer actually for several years now, and it is absolutely wonderful to have on hand. The reason why you see me with a ton of freeze-dried eggs is because we got so overwhelmed with so many eggs. I knew they were going to go bad if I didn't do something with them. I have already given away 4 dozen plus 2 18 counts, and I still had all these eggs left over. We may have too many chickens, but it is definitely a good thing to have an overabundance. But today is going to kind of be an update video. Kind of want to tell y'all some of the things that have happened over the past couple of days, and we're hoping that it's going to be good news. We got time on our side. I told some of you guys I was going to give you an update on our sunroom, and this is kind of where we're at. We finally have walls, y'all. So we have walls. It's been painted. We have our back wall put up on the long side of our kitchen. You know, it's just really simple, but that's all we really need. We're still lacking the window. I told you guys that COVID kind of messed shipping up for a lot of people. For whatever reason, the window was messed up when it came, and it took a really long time to get here, and then it was messed up, so they had to send it back, and we're still waiting on the window. But the rest of the walls have been put up, so that's really good. We are still waiting on some trim to go around here. We will have to trim out a couple more spots up through here. Once the trims get done along this side, of course you can see it still really looks like a construction zone from this side too, because the finishing trims are just not up yet. But other than that, it's coming along pretty good. It's a nice little space that we're going to be able to have to put our dining room table. We're also going to be, this is going to be a built-in kind of china cabinet. It's going to be some space up top where I can put some of my milk glass. If you're new and don't know, I really like milk glass. It's something that was handed down to me from grandparents a really long time ago, and I've just kind of slowly built up my collection over the years because I have 4 girls. And then of course it'll have some storage area on the bottom. So that's an update where we are in our room. Hopefully we can be getting those trims on soon, the window in. You guys have already seen the outside, so we are thrilled. It is slowly coming together. But that is steps in the right direction, so that is good. Now, you guys know that a farmer's work never ends, so I'm going to continue my story of the gift card thing. I wanted to give y'all some updates there. I hope that I may have this resolved. So let me tell y'all what I did. And fingers crossed, we'll know sooner or later if I'm ever going to get my money back. I'm headed down to, this is my greenhouse area, and right now things are really overgrown. I've pulled the majority of my stuff. This is one of my key limes. I pulled the majority of my stuff out just until fall comes. This is my orange tree. This is actually the most oranges that the tree has ever put off, so I'm excited about that. But while I'm watering, I want to tell y'all what I did. And most of y'all are going to say something along the lines, why didn't you just call them to begin with? It's a process, y'all. So I was able to use my credit card at checkout. We have a Chase card. It's not something that we recommend to most people. Colby is very smart when it comes to maths and such. He's not a CPA, but he could very easily be a CPA. We've done budgets for a really long time, and to be completely honest with you, it's not something that we would recommend to most Americans. And really the reason why we don't recommend credit cards to Americans, because what do most Americans do? They use those credit cards rack up huge piles of debt and don't ever pay those things off. And then you're stuck with a lot of debt, which, you know, we really try to teach y'all and preach, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt. So why do we have a credit card? Many years ago, we decided to get a credit card for the simple fact of being able to get cashback reward points. Now, that is a wonderful idea, but you have to be extremely disciplined to be able to pay that card off every month. And if you don't do that and you let that roll over to another month, roll over to another month, a couple of things are happening. One, you're not getting your cashback rewards, and two, you're just racking up debt. So for most Americans, like I would say 98% of Americans, we do not suggest getting any type credit card. We use ours like a debit, if that makes sense, because at the end of the month, we pay off our bills and our groceries and our miscellaneous. We're totally set up on a budget, and we're able to use that as like a debit card by paying those things off. And it actually really does help at the end of the year. We're able to cash those out, and it really helps us at the end of the year with things like Christmas. So I have my Chase card, and that's what I use as my debit, and I check out at Walmart. Of course, you guys know the story. The moral of the story is Walmart did absolutely nothing to help us. Despite all of my reaching out to them, submitting receipts, talking to this person and that person in store, on the phone, Walmart number, and calling the gift card number, you guys know that we got absolutely nowhere with all of that. So since I used my credit card, I decided to go ahead and try to call the credit card company and see if we could get anywhere with them. Now, I will tell you this. I may or may not get my money back, but I have more hopes than really dealing with Walmart. Called Chase. Chase was very easy to work with. They acted like it was no big deal to file a dispute and took my information really quickly. He was very efficient. I did ask him while I was on the phone with him, hey, are you guys seeing a lot of people turn in these gift cards? I already knew what he was going to say, and he did say, unfortunately, yes, we see this all the time. So I submitted all the information that he requested. A lot of that was, have you tried to reach out to the merchant? When did you know this was going on? Have you tried to reach out to the merchant? When did you first contact them? When did you contact them last? So just lots of questions. I feel like if I would have said, no, they just took my money, I don't have a receipt, and you know, that whole shebang, they just took my money, I probably wouldn't have got very far with them. But because I had already gone through all the steps with the merchant and let them know, hey, look, I've tried to reach out, I've gotten nowhere with them, they're not going to give me my money back even though that I paid for a product. And he made it so easy. I gave him all the information, and he let me know that he would be getting back with us about the dispute, and that I should be seeing my $150 come back. So, will I actually see it? Will they call me with something crazy? You know, I don't know. But he has all my information, and my fingers are crossed that they are going to be able to dispute it with Walmart, and they are going to be able to get my money back. That is my hopes for sure, so that I can re-gift it to where it's supposed to go, and hopefully it'll all work out. That's just kind of where I'm at right now. I did go ahead and reach out to the credit card company, and I'm thinking that I will get that back. So we'll see. I'm going to show y'all something that's pretty interesting. So if you look right here, I have some really nice garden spiders. That's what I like to call them, but I don't know what they actually are. I think they are garden spiders. But I wanted to show y'all one of the reasons why I leave those garden spiders out here. And just in case you can't tell what that is a fresh grasshopper that my garden spider has caught in its web. So the grasshoppers like to come out here and eat all my green leaves. And I leave those spiders up because they catch all of the bugs, all of the bad things, and eat those. And I don't have to actually look around very long, and I will find random spider webs. The only thing that bothers me is when I walk into them. It's not a lot of fun, but I do like to leave those spider webs up because they do their job and they catch the bugs, specifically those pesky grasshoppers that jump around, and a lot of those fly. I have a hard time catching them, getting them. So the spider webs jobs do a wonderful job of catching those grasshoppers. So most people are going to think this is kind of weird. I actually just think it's part of nature. I found this really, really odd looking. I have never seen a caterpillar like this. I'm fixing to show y'all. So I've never seen a caterpillar like this. It's very, very odd looking. I have never seen this before. However, when I find these little guys on my plants, I can't help but to just give my spiders a little meal, because as much as I love caterpillars and whatnot, I don't want them on my plants, because when they're on my plants, they're eating my plants. So I'm about to give my little friend right here to the spiders because he is very odd looking, but he can't stay on my plants. We told you guys that we were going to be carrying out a giveaway for a fall package. So here we are delivering that right now. Guys, Survival Garden Seed is the only place that we go to get our seeds from. We have dabbled in with other companies, and by far, hands down, Survival Garden Seeds has been a wonderful company to work with on so many levels. I cannot even explain to you how nice the owner is, that we have actually personally met when we were out of town on a trip. He was there, guys, super genuine guy. We are really thrilled to be part of what they're doing, because I could tell you guys to go to any company, you're gonna get seeds. The thing that I like the most about Survival Garden Seeds is I know they're genuine people, and they provide top quality seeds at a really, really reasonable price. So with all that being said, there is going to be a link in my description. As soon as you click on that, guys, all you have to do is click on it. You're going to be submitting more than likely your name and your email address, maybe a phone number, and you're going to be entered into the giveaway that we're teaming up with Survival Garden Seed to do. And once you submit your name in, they are going to draw 4 winners. So you will have 2 of the packets will be mystery seed packets, and the other 2 are going to be strictly fall seeds. So guys, be sure to click on that link. You're just submitting your name into that drawing. So good luck to each and every one of y'all. I'm going to be advertising this, all of the videos, because I want you guys to be able to get some good products that you can take and you can utilize this fall and maybe even next spring. This, guys, will take you a long ways in your growing season.
Every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive, and the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong?
Guys, so many of y'all are new to our channel. We thank you for tagging along, joining along with us. We really try to be transparent with you guys. We show you stuff on the farm that's good. We show you stuff that's not. We tell you everything in between. We appreciate y'all. We thank you for subscribing. As always, God bless and happy homesteading, y'all.